All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We're down to the third game in this Garena All-Star. It's going to be the match again between TPL or Thailand, and then we're going to have the Legend Circuit of Malaysia fighting, and this could be the last game.
Match point right now.
Yeah, because it's match point. Thailand, they've really dominated these first two games. It actually seems, in a sense, that they're a bit of a different level, I mean, Vietnam and Thailand clearly seem to be the favorites in this current Garena All-Star. However, there are teams that shock us every now and then.
Yes.
Reverse sweeps are always the dream. So we'll see if that's going to be it now. We're looking at the composition, the teams, and in roster, Ozora Vecchi will go back to support. And then Jae-Young will go back to AD carry. So let's see how that works out.
Yeah, let's see. They tried to change the team dynamic a little bit.
Yeah.
Malaysia putting Ozora Vecchi on AD carry. Me and Shinbu were actually talking about putting him in mid as well because he's a mid laner after all.
Yeah.
But the dream is that we just see Ozora Vecchi going back to the support lane, Jae-Hyung back in, sub back in, and Eilings back out.
Yeah, exactly. So taking a look at the bans right now, we're going to be seeing Kennen, Nidalee, and Zac banned on the side of Thailand, and that's going to be Jace, Thresh, and Syndra being banned on the side of Malaysia. Jin immediately being locked in by Thailand, actually, and that's a Misfortune locked in as well.
Support.
So
Misfortune.
it's the classic world support matchup we saw, especially during the semifinals and the finals. It's going to be the Misfortune versus Zyra support matchup.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be pretty interesting because usually what happens is it's a Zyra together with the Jin, and then it's an Ashe Misfortune. But switching it up a little bit, they're slowly hovering over the Lucian. But the story here right now is what mid lane picks are actually going to come out, because as we've seen throughout this tournament, through the past 2 days, we've seen that only the mid laners are the ones who are usually getting the gold and end up carrying the entire game.
Yeah.
So Duke getting the power pick of Victor, he's actually a really good Victor. We've seen a lot of good Victors all throughout this tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
If they get a gold lead, maybe even just one kill, they can start. That gets the ball rolling, and they can start snowballing from there. So we have a Rise counter pick coming out from our heads as well. What are your thoughts on this possible flex pick as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. First of all, like you said, it's very interesting that we've been seeing a lot of mid to late game mid lane carries. It's really refreshing. I mean, especially since we're about to enter the era where that's all over, because the assassins will be all over the place.
Yes.
But before we enter the whole assassin thing, where everyone is literally going to be locking in assassins, even if it's not mid lane, by the way, which I really frown upon. But anyway, so we're going to be seeing mid lane carries right now. It should be interesting. Rise being locked in and Victor, so definitely huge mid lane focus. We're going to be seeing Graves and Poppy actually being locked in on the side of Thailand, and then that's going to be Lucian locked in with the last pick, I believe, is going to be in the top lane. They still do lack
be a flex though.
Yeah,
this
it could be
a Rise flex. We have seen
true.
it. We have seen it before, and we might see it again, because we have to note that Cassiopeia is still in the pool.
Yeah,
we have Orianna as well.
They're just trolling with us.
They're just messing with the shoutcast.
The best way to mess with a caster or the other team, you just show those little weird picks that they
Urgot?
might happen, but not really. Yeah, like Urgot,
which was actually picked a few days ago.
Well, that's true. That's true. Or sometimes, like in LCK, it happens. Like, you're just jokingly hovering over the Teemo, and then oops, you accidentally lock him in. And,
exactly.
I mean, it happens every now and then. But Soraka, obviously just scaring us a bit. That's going to be a possible trend. Okay. So it's going to be an Echo.
Yeah.
Most probably going to be in the top lane. So pretty standard. From both sides, it's going to be another Poppy Echo matchup. This is particularly interesting because we saw it horribly fail when we were seeing the PGS matchup, because we saw GLC earlier in the day. He was fighting against an Echo, and it did not go well. However, maybe it will be different here. I mean, we are having two different top laners, so maybe the Poppy will be able to do better in that matchup. But, looking at the team compositions, how is it looking here now?
How it looks now for Malaysia is they want to go for these picks.
Yeah.
While for Thailand, it looks like they want to go for these full-blown team fights. We have seen yesterday, actually, where the Jin Misfortune actually use their ultimates in conjunction with each other, and they create a kill zone where no one can escape no one can escape the curtain call because of the bullet time coming out from Misfortune. So we will see how they can actually execute it very well, because that's a very scary combo. We didn't see it at Worlds, but we saw it yesterday, and if you layer those two abilities together, no one can escape from it, especially in the middle of the lane. it looks like it's gonna be game over for whoever is caught in that kill zone.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how that's executed, because again, these are interruptible spells, so then you have to look at Thailand. I mean, how are they going to deal when the team fights happen, that kill zone becomes a real threat? Are they going to have, someone jump into the back line? I can imagine Rise popping in through the back to interrupt the Jin or maybe the Misfortune with the ult. The ult ability use, and the balancing a proper decision making really is the huge thing here, because so many of these different skills, they're going to interact in all these different ways, and one single ability, could really change the game. And I'm particularly interested to see how this bot lane is going to work out. Having this Misfortune Zyra thing again. I mean, people are saying that Misfortune is the counter pick to the Zyra, particularly because of the range. No matter what the Zyra does, when Misfortune brings out the bullet time, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, exactly. So I'm really excited to see how they execute that one. Again, guys, this is the Garena All-Star, and we are on the third game, possibly the last game in this best of 5 series, because Thailand has been completely dominant in the past 2 games so far. Malaysia, they still have a possibility, of reversing, this whole series. It might be far-reaching, but the hope is there.
There is a possibility.
Yes, the hope is there.
The dream is still alive.
Yes, exactly. That's what we all hang on to, whether we're in solo queue trying to get out of that bronze division, or whether you're a team trying to reverse the reverse sweep, in this best of 5. The hope is always there.
And to make your way to the finals. Don't give up.
Exactly. And just to remind you guys, Garena All-Star is the road for any of these teams. Whoever wins and becomes the champion of the Garena All-Star, they do secure a slot for the International Wildcard Tournament, where they will have a chance to participate at the All-Stars, as in the International All-Stars, where players like Faker and a lot of the major leagues are going to be participating. So it will truly be an honor for any of these regions to represent Garena when we go over to the All-Star later on in the year. But now we're in the Rift, in what could possibly be the final game of this series. Can Malaysia bounce back, or will Thailand close it off and face Vietnam tomorrow? That's going to be Thailand, I believe, on the blue side. That's going to be Intereso with Poppy in the top lane, Noi in the jungle with Graves, Duke in the mid lane with Victor, and for their bot lane, that's going to be Golden Feet and Sek with Jin and Misfortune.
So for Malaysia, we have Shiro on the top lane Echo, Caspiel on the Elise jungle, we have Arhedge on the mid Rise, we have Jaehyung on the AD carry Lucian, and we have Ozora Veki, the captain, back on the Zyra.
Yes, exactly. So we'll see how this bot lane interaction goes on. Like you were saying, I repeated it tons of times. It'll be interesting to see how this bot lane works out. Already a little bit of a trading there. We see the Zyras usually move into lane early so that her passive, the seeds pop up early on during the laning phase.
A lot of early aggression coming out. You actually missed, I actually missed the part where Arhedge actually blocked Duke from getting the small raptor. He was hanging around that area, but he was able to deny Duke that one small raptor. So the mid lane of Malaysia defending his jungler from that EXP deficit. So very smart play coming out from Arhedge right there.
Yeah, he definitely wants to get a head start this matchup. The Rise really receiving a lot of damage actually, and Duke putting it down. There are a couple of spots going. Actually, the Rise getting that refillable potion, and the Duke deciding to go for the regular potion. So let's see how the sustain will work out, if Duke will be able to push out Arhedge on this Rise. But like you said, it is a possible counter pick, because once the 1v1 start going on, Victor will not be able to deal with the damage that the Rise brings out in the late game.
Especially when the Rise gets his Clear of the Goddess, he will start snowballing, especially if Caspiel actually ends up giving him the first blue. But we see Caspiel right now going into the red buff of the Thailand side, slowly trying to creep up and steal that. It might be a smite fight.
He goes down, and Noi taking a lot of damage right now. Caspiel, this smite goes down for the heal, and Noi trying to duel, but there's a flash in. Arhedge trying to help out, and that's going to be first blood for Malaysia. There's going to be a flash in though for Duke, and Sek is here to help as well. There's a flash coming in from Caspiel to escape, and that's going to be, I think, the end of the fight. Yeah, they're going to be backing out, but again, first blood secured there for Malaysia.
This is kind of reminiscent of what happened last game, where the action started between the two junglers actually in the red side blue buff.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's the same thing that happened, just the reverse of it but the same team still comes out on top right there.
Exactly, so that's going to be pretty helpful, hopefully, for Malaysia as they look to bounce back. Oh my gosh, Sek gets caught out, and that's going to be a 1-for-1, actually, as Sek was actually chasing down Caspiel. There's going to be a flash heal in from Jaeyoung as he tries to help out his support. The duel ensues. Who will win the show? It's going to be the Jin. He goes for the pre-6 curtain call, and that's going to be a pretty nice exchange there. 2 kills, actually, I believe, going over to TPL in exchange for 1 going down.
A lot of early action coming out from the bot lane right now. You were right. We have to watch this bot lane. Top lane looks like it's just going to be a really big farm fest. And right now, the Rise already got his first back and has his Tear of the Goddess. Blue still up on their side. So we might see Caspiel give this blue buff to Arhead to put the pressure onto Duke because they don't want Duke to have any opportunity to carry this game like he did last game.
That's very true. Actually, Caspiel been really persistent in moving over to the red buff of Noi. Although it is gone out, it's going to be a bit of a top lane exchange. Intereso trying to go away. That grass with the Undying going to give him a bit of sustain. And the blue buff, actually, not being given over to Arhedge. So he is going to be moving away. I believe the blue buff first will be given to Caspiel. Maybe to try and catch up in golden experience with Noi.
So usually as an Elise, you want to push your advantage, especially in the early game against a Graves with no items. What you want to do is you want to prevent the Graves from power farming and getting his items where he can start dishing out a ton of damage. So Caspiel, being the wiser jungle, actually also opts for mobility boots over anything else. So you will be expecting him to be zipping in and out of the mid lane and the bot lane as well. Probably even putting pressure on the top lane. But so far, he's slowly moving into the bot lane right now.
That's true. Caspiel moving in so quickly, and there's going to be the cocoon. Sek gets caught out, and that's going to be a kill over to Malaysia, looking very aggressive in this early game.
Caspiel knows that the Thailand bot lane do not have any summoners. That's why he went for that return gank. This is all a result of that aggression coming out in the first 5 minutes of the game. So wow, really intuitive jungling right now. Noi just going up to counter jungling, slowly power farming as like a Graves would want to, denying all of this gold and EXP from the Elise just establishing a camp right now, putting up a tent on the on the red side of Thailand.
Exactly, putting down the web on the red buff there of Noi. We'll see if he'll be able to power farm fast enough to get Thailand back in the game. There's going to be a root though, going down onto Duke. Nice sidestep on the cocoon. The ult goes down. Caspiel gonna have to go back there as they reset that wave.
Very smart play from Duke. Usually what would happen is when you get rune prisoned by a Rise, you would expect that there would be some CC. So instead of moving backwards into the cocoon, where the Elise would expect you to go, you actually move forward
and then put down the ult.
And then put down the ult. These are the trades that people won't usually expect for, because in pro play, a lot of things that happen, you tend to work on people's tendencies, but being unpredictable, like what Duke did, actually made that trade pretty even. They actually got more info from where Caspiel is, and they saw like, hey, Caspiel's mid, what can we take from this now?
Yeah, whoever wins those mind games, you know, huge changes can be made from small decisions like those small micro movements in League of Legends, which is what makes it so exciting, you know, to watch, seeing these mid laners battle it out. Looking at the CS though, Duke with a slight lead, and a huge lead actually for Jaeyoung in that bot lane, with the Lucian and Zyra looking like they're winning this matchup so far.
Yeah, you would actually expect the Jin to be winning this matchup, but I would actually put it in favor of Jaehyung in terms of he has more CS. Even though Jaehyung, even though Golden Feet has 1 kill, he is behind by almost 20 CS, and that is almost equivalent to a kill.
Yeah, exactly. So the aggression looking good there. Shido trying to get another exchange here down on Intereso, but he will be moving back. This is going to be the Rise actually moving to top lane. He does have his ult, but he's going to be removing that pink ward there. The first dragon is going to be Ocean Drake. We'll see if anyone will decide to make any move on that though.
Arhedge actually planning to make a roam on the top, but gets deterred by that pink ward right there. So he has to go back to mid, clear the wave again, and try to find another opportunity where he can use this Realm Warp and secure a bigger gold lead for Malaysia, because right now the gold lead's only in the hundreds. It's actually even already. And well, looks like that 1 kill differential right now not making much of a difference. Malaysia slowly showing that they are still in this series. they have a fighting chance. So Malaysia now regrouping and thinking what they should do, because that is one of the important things that these teams have to consider, is like their mental fortitude as well.
Yeah, that's true. And look at this Graves, so he's really starting to power farm almost twice the CS that this Elise has. We'll see when he does secure his first item. It's going to be probably a Yomu's. And they are approaching this dragon area. Pink ward down by Malaysia. We'll see if they'll decide to secure this one. Rise in a pretty weird spot, but he is with Caspiel. No, he doesn't see this happening, and there's the cocoon. Easy burst there, and that's going to be another kill for Caspiel. 3-1 right now at 9 minutes in, and there's the ult. Will they secure anyone? Nope, but they will be zoning them out of that bot lane.
Caspiel and Arheads right there slowly stalking their prey, picking him out the moment he left the mid lane. That is what I was talking about earlier. Elise has her web all across the red side jungle of Thailand. This is no man's land right now, because it is not safe. All of the vision control is targeted towards that area, and they're trying to prevent Noi from getting his red buff so that he cannot gank any of Malaysia's lanes.
Yeah, that's true, and this web really looking to be beneficial. It's also indirectly affecting this bot lane because they're so scared now. That's going to be the ult though. Will it hit JL? No, that's a good block there from Azora Becky. The last bullet not hitting anyone in the calling to respond to make the trade somewhat even. But again, this bot side looking like where all of the focus is really. And Noi responding, he's spotted out though, and they'll have to back out.
Noi must realize that they have lost all vision control of the red side jungle. So the moment he actually goes to this red side jungle, they already know where he is.
Oh my god, there's going to be the combo there. The stun actually coming from the ADC. And the damage coming in from the support there with
what
Misfortune's bullet time.
What a switch up right there.
Exactly. This is what I was looking forward to when we saw the bot lane
This is what Rox Tigers has done to the bot lane meta.
Exactly. You know, I mean, you gotta give Gorilla in Rox, you know, a chance to carry every now and then. In the same way, you gotta give your support some fun as well. And I'm sure that Sek here is having a lot of fun with his Misfortune on his support right now.
We actually had the Chaos Storm burned in the mid lane. Very aggressive trade from Duke, but a counter trade.
There's going to be the trade there. A lot of summoner spells being used there. Double summoner spell used by Duke, which could be very important in the next fight. If ever they do decide to go for the Dragon, which is an option right now. Both flashes being used by Caspiel and Arhedge though.
So it is a 2-for-2 summoner, but that's a lot of chip damage onto the tier 1 mid right now.
Exactly. Oh, there's going to be a flash in. Collateral damage, putting down a lot of damage. Noi doing a great job. He is CC though. He's brought down. There's going to be the double time. Can he secure the kill? There's a teleport, but it's not enough. And that's going to be a kill secure there from Thailand. And they now have a pretty good gold lead.
That was actually a beautiful Realm Warp right there, saving Caspiel from imminent death.
Just great calm, it seems, from the jungler right now in the mid lane here. Arhedge and Caspiel moving in the same page right now. Meanwhile, there's going to be a top lane trade here. Shiro looking to kill Intereso, but not just yet. Not enough damage. He only has the Sheen so far.
So far, you can see just how Duke is an experienced mid laner. Even though he's been getting ganked repeatedly, he hasn't given any kill to the Malaysian squad. And he still has a CS lead over Arhedge. Really, really admirable display of skill right there.
Yeah, really great job. Even with all the focus being put in the mid lane, like you said, Duke still up in CS. And he is going to be getting that Dark Seal. There's going to be Caspiel trying to put her webs in other places. And we'll
no breathing room whatsoever for Noi.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, Caspiel has always been on Noi right now.
Ooh,
we have the Culling Burn for the bot lane of Malaysia. Golden Feet slowly pushing up. Knows that his support is there. Trying to set up the fourth bullet for any of the enemies.
And there's going to be the bullet time used once again to push out this Malaysian bot lane. We'll see how the CS looks later, but another exchange here in the mid lane. Caspiel really trying to put down some sort of contribution into the different lanes. However, as we can see on the gold right now, Malaysia, although they're trying, not really able to get much out of their aggression.
Even with the kill lead, they are still in a gold deficit.
Yeah.
That was actually a very aggressive heal coming out from Golden Feet, trying to get the fourth bullet, even though he didn't have lethal.
Yeah.
Just showing Jae-Hyung that he can, because he's that confident.
Exactly. The confidence. Really
the confidence coming out of Thailand. Last game with the double Medjais coming out. 25 stacks on Duke. Wow, Thailand, they know that they can be a little more relaxed this game because they have the 2-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, really definitely exciting to see the confidence levels here. Let's just hope you know, that even though Thailand is this confident, that it doesn't bite them back in the ass later on.
Yes.
Malaysia still putting up a fight here, 13 minutes in, and no one making a move onto this Drake just yet. If ever anyone is able to secure this, it could be helpful as you do to get that regeneration over time. But as it seems now, no one really cares about the Dragon right now.
But so far, Amplifier, what are your thoughts on like the mid game and late game of these two teams? Because it seems like we didn't get that same early lead advantage for one side like we did in the first two games. So what are your thoughts right now on the mid game and the late game for both sides?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the mid and late game interaction will be interesting because you've got a nice early game from both sides. I mean, from Malaysia, you've got the Lucian, Zyra, and Elise, who will definitely look strong right now in this early game. And then you've got the Rise as well for the late game. Oh wait, I'll have to hold my thoughts right there. There's going to be the ult used. Oh, but it's actually going to be stopped, and there's going to be the culling going down. Golden Feet receiving quite a lot of bullets there, and there's going to be a 4 versus 2. That's going to be an easy kill there. Going over actually to the support of Malaysia, and they continue to chase. The Ghost is used, and there's the burst, and that's going to be another killer. Yes, just enough. That's going to go over to our hedge, but actually on the opposite side of the map, that was a signal for Noi. He does help out his top laner, and they're able to take out Shiro.
We actually have a race right now for first third, whether Malaysia or Thailand will be able to get it. But that was a very proactive play coming out from Malaysia. Wow, they were able to collapse on both bot laners of Thailand right there. But a lot of chip damage also on the mid lane turret. So this could be net win for Thailand if they can get that mid tier 1 because of the amount of map control it gives.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, ooh, that's going to be a dragon secured there. For Malaysia, they do finally secure the first dragon of the game, 15 minutes in. I was about to say earlier, Caspiel and our hedge, you know, they're looking like the ones who want to contribute to all of the lanes. But while they might be giving advantages to other lanes, Duke is not stupid. You know, he's gonna make sure that he capitalizes on the absence of our hedge in the mid lane, put down the chip damage on that mid lane turret, and get his own CS lead. And we'll see right now, that's actually gonna be a defense here. Over, that's gonna be Rift Herald. Secure there, and it's actually gonna be given over to Noi. And there's gonna be the replay.
So there we go. We see a gank by Noi. He's slowly moving in. And Intresso just setting up the dive right there.
Ooh, actually the stun doesn't go down.
Yeah, but the amount of damage, the amount of damage that these two champions can actually dish out, it's a mix between Intresso's tankiness and the amount of damage Noi actually has.
Yeah.
So
actually, I wasn't expecting Noi to gank that top lane because in terms of kill potential, unless the stun from Poppy doesn't land, it's usually hard to, you know, track down this Echo and make sure he stays in place because he is that slippery. But they were able to secure that top lane. The first blood turret gold did go over to bot lane. Actually, we just saw Caspiel go down over to Noi, underestimating the damage he now has. I mean, Caspiel may have been the queen of the jungle, but that was only during the early game. At this point in, Graves is catching up.
Because what Caspiel wants to accomplish is a lot of vision control. But without that vision control, you will die in the enemy jungle. You will get collapsed on because you do not know if you have the numbers advantage. And one against 3 is never a fair fight.
That's definitely true. And we did see Sek going down there, getting a bit confident, trying to use the bullet time. But every time Sek uses the bullet time, he never gets the kill. As it seems, so far they haven't been able to properly set up. We're seeing Duke actually, the Ghost being burned, and there's a Realm Mark. Can he use it? No, he has to walk away because Norm was on the backside, and that's going to be a possible kill. Who finalizes it? No one, actually. And our hedge able to escape despite not being able to ride on that Realm Mark.
Had Noi had the collateral damage, that would have been lethal onto our hedge. Really close call though by our hedge, using the Realm Warp, trying to psych out the enemies, but he couldn't stay in the Realm Warp for too long or else he would have lost his life.
Now we're seeing a top lane engage here. Caspiel trying to get another kill for his team. Protobelt forward, and he uses the repel. Who secures the kill? Caspiel gets it, and that's going to be 5-8 on the kill score. Still, the gold is even at 18 minutes in.
Actually, Shiro got knocked back by a keeper's verdict, but chose to ultimate back just to try to get the parallel convergence stun proc onto Intresso, but it didn't matter because Intresso was already skirmishing it out, fighting it out with Caspiel 1v1.
Yeah, there's gonna be another exchange here. Our-Hedge getting caught out once again. Will he make another great escape? There's the stun just in time. The heal is used. He'll still escape though, and that's gonna be a kill for Jae-Young. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 exchange so far. Though Poppy actually went down a couple of seconds ago. Again, that's a 1-for-1 exchange in mid lane. That's gonna be a 2-for-2 score as well. And still, Malaysia really looking to stick in this game.
Looks like this game is the closest game we've ever had
Yeah.
in this entire series. Malaysia not going down without a fight. But a lot of this is also because Thailand has been suffocated by the amount of pressure Caspiel has had on their jungle. Usually in this kind of composition, Malaysia would want to establish a lot of vision control because of their pick potential with the Rise and Release. But it can also happen with Thailand because both teams are actually pick comps, but I would put Thailand better in team fighting.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
If that were to happen, it's actually now a game of vision control. Whoever gets the vision control, whoever gets the picks, whoever can get bigger objectives off of those picks, that's the name of the game right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree that Malaysia is better on the pick side and then TPL on the team fight side. Actually, that might be one of the reasons that Thailand is kind of struggling is because you don't have much reliable engaged NCC.
Oh yes,
the Misfortune's having a hard time landing her bullet time properly. Noi here, chasing up Shido. Will he be able to get the kill? Everyone else is on the other side of the map, trying to secure the mid lane. So I guess the only job there is to distract everyone else. Shido does have the TP to help out his teammates in this mid lane. Meanwhile, our-Hedge and Caspiel classic duo still trying to push up this top lane. Will there be a response? So many of the members right now of Thailand are elsewhere on the map.
This could be a second tier turret coming from Thailand.
Yeah.
They might lose their first tier 2 turret right now because no one is actually responding to it. Their wave clear has just arrived, but it might be too late. That's already 75% of turrets held down. It looks like Malaysia can seize this up again or take the mid T1 as well.
Yeah, Malaysia really being proactive, and that's going to be Golden Feet. Oh, the Cocoon barely missing. There's going to be the culling. No damage taken down, but Noi does go down. There's the curtain call to respond. They're going to look for the source, and the show has to be stopped prematurely as Malaysia tries to go away. Intereso looking for the engage. Steadfast Present goes down. Can he land the stun? He's actually stopped by the root. There's going to be the follow-up from Duke. He stopped as well. And Malaysia really trying to make the great escape here. Will they be able to get the kill? Oh, Jae-Young! He dashes in and he goes down. He's punished. And that's going to be an easy double kill for Thailand as they try to make the comeback. That's going to be more gold as they try to catch up. And Duke still hungry for a kill. Caspiel punishes him. There's going to be the burst from the Proto Belt as well, and the Jungle Enchantment. Man, that's going to be an even trade actually.
What a beautiful outplay from Caspiel. He saw that the Death Laser was coming in towards him, so he flashes and then unleashes his entire combo onto Duke. But that was the nerves getting into Jae-Hyung right there.
Yeah,
very amateur mistake, dashing into the enemy team and losing his life.
Man, that's going to be interesting. Trying to stop them from getting the kill. There's going to be the ult as well from Shido as he tries to get away. It's actually going to be a double kill there. And Sek moving in, going to try and secure the kill. There's actually the flash to dodge the root. And Azotaveki trying to get away. Yo! You won't make the same escape. And that's going to be a double kill.
Why
for
would
Noi
Malaysia start that fight? They only had 3 of their team members. As a pick comp, you always want to use your numbers advantage. And they didn't have damage as well because both of their carries were still at base.
Oh no, the culling. He has to flash forward just to make the bullets connect.
But
and Noi moves in. There's going to be the Q. The return damage won't hit him. He dashes in. There's going to be an attempt at outplay, but it doesn't work. And Noi is shut down. But that's going to be our-Hedge going down as well. Man, nearly the pretty much unofficial ace there onto Malaysia.
Net win Thailand right there. The nerves just getting to Jae-Hyung, starting that fight, going in.
Yeah,
and now we have this fight.
Go ahead.
So as you can see, they actually cantered. They have an opportunity, but then when they saw our-Hedge almost get caught, Jae-Hyung dashes in for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, there's the burst.
That was the fight. He also baits our-Hedge to go forward and then gets punished by the Chaos Storm with the bullet time.
But
that outplay by Caspiel on the Duke was beautiful.
Yeah, we were talking about the kill zone. We totally forgot about the Chaos Storm there. It's a bullet time, Chaos Storm, and the curtain call there coming in from Golden Feet. Perfect setup and a huge mistake for Malaysia that boosts Thailand at a 2,000 gold lead at 23 minutes in, just like that. It's an insane lead for them. Intresso gonna try and push away Shiro as he does try to split push. Meanwhile, everyone else seems to be roaming at the top side. Caspiel and Arhedge gonna move in. There's the flash actually, and the kill almost being secured. He actually ults back to dodge damage, and there's a flash. This is going on forever, but on the other side of the map, Arhedge actually gets the kill onto Noi.
Interesting minion killing right there by the puppy. Wow.
Not able to secure the kill on Shiro there. I actually wonder what happened to Noi there when Arhedge was able to get the kill, but he is getting painful now. He does have the Archangel Staff and the Rod of Ages. Starting to get really painful right now.
2 items already, 2.5 items already versus Duke's 1.5 item. So this looks very scary because the amount of gold that's funneled towards the AP damage sources of Malaysia, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Like usually in this kind of composition, Malaysia actually has a ton of magic damage. So without any magic resist on the Thailand team, that could be very scary. We don't even see a Locket even being built because that is a support misfortune, and that's not on the item build.
Yeah.
So
That's definitely true.
it's very questionable. But what I like here is that the misfortune has her Black Cleaver, which amplifies the damage of 3 other members of the team as well.
That's very true. Hopefully Thailand will continue to pull this lead forward. But again, Malaysia is still looking to bounce back. They do still have hope because Arhedge is getting very, very painful at 25 minutes nearly. And the Baron is becoming the objective of choice here. We're seeing Malaysia roaming around, starting that Baron dance. There is a ward, actually just expired, and the Scuttle Control is there. It's going to be JM putting down the ult and the collateral damage to respond. Golden Feet gonna try and respond with the Curtain Call. And there's Duke! Wow, the burst goes down, and Jaeyoung is here. He's all alone. They'll be able to secure the kill. The bullet time finally destroys the victim, and that's going to be an easy 2 kills, actually, going over to Thailand.
This
might be another one. Gonna be another kill. Caspiel rappelling over to Sek, but there's no escape there. And it's gonna be a 3-kill lead there going over to TPL.
The bot lane of Malaysia just going into the jungle blind. This is not how you want to establish mission control. You usually want to go establish mission control as a unit when you have established side lane priority.
Oh my goodness. That's going to be Sek going down. He did not see that coming. And the damage from Shiro and Arhedge seems to be enough. That's going to be the Baron going over to Thailand. But will they be able to escape here? Arhedge trying to make the effort. He's going to put down the Realm Warp, and it brings him. Oh, the finisher. The burst is too much, and the double kill goes down despite that Realm Warp.
Golden Feet landing those 4 bullets, dealing 800 damage onto a full health Rise. That's scary.
That's insane. The damage from Duke must be respected right now, as he does have a 20 CS lead as well. The calling to try and secure a kill there. Noi gets caught up by the Roots, but they will be backing out. And the Drake is going to be responding in 1:30.
So as you can see, Shiro actually tries for this kill. Almost got it, but then they get punished. Arhedge stays too far forward, and then Golden Feet just landing the crit after crit. And then, so you can't do anything anymore. They took the gamble where they tried to go for the steal. They didn't get it, so they die a very painful and inevitable
Oh my
death.
goodness. And there it is again. Duke really bringing down the painful deaths right now. Really causing chaos across the rift right now. 26 minutes in. There is a pretty big gold lead, and the Baron to boot. All waves pushing in favor of Thailand as they look to secure and dominate this best of 5 series clean. What can Malaysia do at this point?
Amplifier, this is actually the 3rd solo kill Duke has achieved against Ozora Veki.
Yeah.
Ozora Veki always stepping too far forward, always gets obliterated by Duke 3 times already, and that's not what you want to happen, especially as the captain and the veteran of the team. You want to keep the morale high,
Yeah.
but how can you do that when you're the one giving the solo kills to the mid lane carry of the opposing team?
Don't tilt, Ozora Veki. Don't tilt. There's going to be another possible kill here as Noi gets caught up in the Strangle Thorns. There's not going to be any finalized kill though, as they are going to be moving back. They still have to be careful. The outer turrets are mostly still, the inner turrets of Malaysia are mostly still up. So let's see if Malaysia can hold in and turtle this defense as they go for the Baron.
It looks like they can if they actually get the really good team fight. But that team fight can only start if they can get the pick.
Yeah.
Because if they do not, team-wise, they do not have hard CC. Both teams actually don't have enough hard CC, so it's really dependent on their playmakers, the one who can actually get the pick. So usually it's the Victor for Thailand or the Elise and Arhead and the Rise for Malaysia. So vision control being really contested right now, but as you can see, Malaysia has no vision control of their blue side. While Thailand,
there's going to be another possible secure kill here. Arhead getting caught out, and that's going to be a kill there. Going over to Golden Peak, the duo really securing territory there, and that's going to be Duke actually securing so many kills. Oh my goodness, a triple kill from Duke. He's going completely insane in this game.
Duke with the 1v3 right there.
Insane, and he's clearly unstoppable at this point. We thought Arhead was going to be the solution to that, but clearly he is not. Shiro using the ult to try and get away, but again, Duke with the unofficial ace there. 4 out of the 5 kills secured by Duke within just 30 seconds.
These mid laners, when they get ahead, there's nothing stopping them, especially when you're a Victor. As we saw yesterday, this Victor also opted for the Rise into the Lich Bane. That's the ultimate one-shot build that you can get on Victor. All you need now is a Rabadon and a Luden, and you can probably even one-shot Shiro as well.
Yeah, that's really crazy, and the inhibitors going down one by one. Malaysia trying to keep their hope alive, but it looks like Thailand really looking to secure this series to face Vietnam tomorrow at the finals. Though Malaysia still does have hope. They have the Rise damage. They've got the possible Wombo with the Culling and the Strangle, or rather the Roots coming in from Zyra, but things looking really bleak right now for Malaysia. Oh, there's going to be another pick here. Easy pickings for Thailand. Castiel goes down. Actually, it might be a 1-for-1 trade. The burn damage goes down, and actually Thailand might be overstepping here. The Chaos Storm not taking anyone down, and Duke trying to go for the 1v3. Intereso comes in to help out. Duke's still alive, but that's going to be the plan taking him down. There's the ult coming in from Intereso. How will this exchange end? 3 members of Malaysia go down for 2, possibly 3 if Intereso goes down. It's pretty much going to be, I think, an even trade in the 3-for-3. Actually, Intereso, wow, goes for the double kill. It's 4 kills. He's just so tanky. I was totally wrong. They can't kill him. Intereso's way too tanky, and Shiro has to run away. It's a 2-for-4 still in favor of Thailand.
That was a 2-for-4 in a 4v5 situation. Yeah. What is happening right now? Thailand, we thought they could have won that fight because Malaysia had the numbers advantage, but they are just way too ahead with the 11.5k gold lead. It's crazy, man. Thailand, they can take anything they want from the map just because they're so ahead.
So clear, you know, Thailand, after that Baron play earlier, they just completely snowballed into such a gigantic gold lead. And Malaysia did not see that coming, not able to use the Elise and Rise pick potential to secure a lead for themselves. 31 minutes in, and the Baron is coming up.
The sad story here is Duke actually lost 3 stacks of his Dark Sealed right there, so we might not see a fully stacked Magi's this game.
The Magi's dream remains a dream, and that's gonna be, oh my god.
Ozoroveki with his positioning, what is happening? He has been getting caught out all game long, all series long.
These are the moments, you know, in gaming where you just forget it. Like, you know, it didn't happen. Ozoroveki, we will forget that kill. We will pretend that did not happen.
And the other 4 solo kills.
Yes, and the other 4, we'll just pretend, you know, that maybe you were doing something else. There's going to be another kill here. The Duke getting caught out and way too overconfident there, stepping in without vision. Jaeyoung, though, to go down. It's going to be a 1-for-2 exchange in favor of Thailand as they look to push in. Intereso going to look pretty engaged there, stopped by the Cocoon, and a lot of damage coming off from Caspiel, but it's not enough. Again, Intereso still a tank here. And there's going to be the damage trading there. It's going to be a 3-for-2. The ult goes down. The bullet time going down. So much damage coming in from second. Caspiel barely gets out alive. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. And the flash in. There's going to be the Strangle Thorns, but it's not going to be enough to stop Thailand from possibly securing this best of 5 series. The stun goes down. The collateral damage goes down. The 3rd inhibitor goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have your finalists for the Garena All-Stars. Thailand completely dominating in this best of 5 series, 3-0, and looking like a definite contender for the championship.
Wow, we actually had a very rocky start. This was the closest game we've had this entire series. They were pretty even until Duke started getting the ball rolling, and Duke just 2-shot everyone.
It's insane. Duke's insane.
Duke's insane. Duke has been, I guess, the MVP of the entire series just because of how strong he is as a mid laner, and also the amount of solo kills he got on Ozoroveki. So I think no other player in the in the Thailand team had as many solo kills on Azora Vecchi.
Definitely.
So
I mean, I don't even know what kind of kill score he ended up with, but at this point, you don't even have to count. Duke had an insane impact in that mid lane, and Thailand really looking like a strong competitor for the finals tomorrow. Against Vietnam, we'll be having the Garena All-Stars finals tomorrow, so please do continue to stick with us. It was an insane game. Malaysia, though, props to them. It really looked like they
really
could
hard.
have come back. You know, it was really possible. The hope was really there in that last game that we just had. However, you know, Thailand really, when you give them a slight lead, they knew how to capitalize. And again, a lot of mistakes as well made. I mean, on Malaysia's side, Azora Vecchi, again, I mean, we'll forget it after today, but we have to talk about it. He did really misposition himself at times.
Multiple occasions, but I think the biggest flaw there, the biggest mistake there was Jae-hyung throwing the game. That was the moment where that team fight was the moment where Thailand actually got the lead.
Yeah.
Had he not jumped into the enemy team, then I think it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I can imagine it would have been a completely different story, but in this story, we can only have one winner, and Thailand totally deserved to win this one. So we'll be seeing the end of this story tomorrow, because it'll be the finals between Vietnam and Thailand. GG, well played to all of the teams so far, and really congratulations to Vietnam and Thailand. We'll see now which of these teams will represent Garena region at the IWC for a possible chance at the All-Stars. Will it be Vietnam or will it be Thailand? We'll find out tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Again, this is the Garena All-Stars 2016. I'm Amplifier. I'm here with Iconic. It's been an honor to shoutcast for you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bullets there. There's going to be a 4 versus 2. That's going to be an easy kill there. Going over actually to the support of Malaysia. They continue to chase. The Ghost is used. And there's the burst. And that's going to be another kill there. Yes, just enough. That's going to go over to our hedge. But actually on the opposite side of the map, that was a single for Noy. Caspiel's trying to get another kill for his team. Protobelt forward. And he uses the repel. Who secures the kill? Caspiel gets it. Really being proactive. And that's going to be Golden Feet. Oh, the Cocoon barely missing. There's going to be the culling. No damage taken down. But Noy does go down. There's the Curtain Call to respond. They're going to look for the source. The show has to be stopped prematurely as Malaysia tries to go away. Intereso looking for the engage. Steadfast Presence goes down. Can he land a stun? He's actually stopped by the root. There's going to be the follow-up from Duke. He stopped as well. And Malaysia really trying to make the great escape here. Will they be able to get the kill? Oh, Gio! He dashes in and he goes down. He's punished. And that's going to be an easy double kill for Thailand as they try to make the comeback. That's going to seems to be enough. That's going to be the Baron going over to Thailand, but will they be able to escape here? Our hedge trying to make the effort. He's going to put down the Realm Warp, and it brings him. Oh, the finisher. The burst is too much, and the double kill goes down. There's going to be another pick here. Easy pickings for Thailand. Caspiel goes down. Actually, it might be a 1-for-1 trade. The burn damage goes down, and actually Thailand might be overstepping here. The Chaos Storm not taking anyone down, and Duke trying to go for the 1v3. Intereso comes in to help out. Duke's still alive, but that's going to be the Plants taking him down. There's the ult coming in from Intereso. How will this exchange? And 3 members of Malaysia go down for 2, possibly 3 if Intereso goes down. It's pretty much going to be, I think, an even trade in the 3-for-3. Actually, Intereso, wow, goes for the double kill. It's 4 kills. He's just so tanky. I was totally wrong. They can't kill him. Intereso's way too tanky. Shiro has to run away. It's a 2-for-4 still in favor of Thailand.
That was a 2-for-4 in a 4v5.
Oh, goes down. The bullet time going down. So much damage coming in from second. Caspiel barely gets out alive. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. And the flash in. There's going to be the Strangled Thorns, but it's not going to be enough to stop Thailand from possibly securing this best of 5 series. The stun goes down. The collateral damage goes down. The third inhibitor goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have your finalists for the Garena All-Stars. Thailand completely dominating in this best of 5 series 3-0 and looking like a definite contender for the championship.
Wow, we actually had a very rocky start. This was the closest game we've had this entire season.